have been granted the vampire.
What was... His vision returned. Quinn's head felt heavy. His body was sore all over. As he got up, he touched his head to see if he had injured himself. Why does my head hurt so much? Quinn went to pick up his glasses, which had fallen not far from him. He swore under his breath. Only one of the lenses was left intact. Quinn put the glasses on, out of habit. He felt a little disoriented. His vision became blurry. He took them off. His vision only turned hazy when he had the glasses on. Wow. What's going on here? Quinn rushed to his desk to grab a pencil. He drew the letter A on the wall and stepped back. He moved back until his back hit the wall on the other side of the room. He could still see the A clearly. What? But how? Quinn scratched his head. None of this made sense to him. Quinn's vision was perfect. He lived his whole life with terrible eyesight, but he could see clearly now. His mind flashed with images of the events that led to his passing out on the ground. The more memories that flooded his mind, the more one thing stood out. This had to do with the book. Quinn surveyed the room. He felt panic building up in him as something became clear. The book was missing. The book! Where the hell's the book? He looked everywhere for the book, yet he couldn't find it. It couldn't have gone missing in such a small room. Its disappearance was baffling. Quinn imagined the book hiding just out of sight, but no matter where he looked, he couldn't find it. Maybe it's like my socks. They go missing all the time. Yeah, don't be stupid. This is a book we're talking about, not a sock. It felt like his mind was slipping from him. Quinn thought hard about what had occurred a few moments before he collapsed. Then he remembered the book hovering in the air. Just before closing his eyes, he had heard a few words.
You've been granted the vampire.
What was it? Some type of system message? When Quinn said those words, a status screen appeared before him.
User, Quinn Taylor. Race, human. Level 1. 0 out of 100 XP. HP, 10 out of 10. Strength, 10. Agility, 10. Stamina, 10.
Whoa. Quinn raised his brow. It looked like something that belonged to the games people used to play before the war. Quinn noticed that there were more tabs he could access. All he had to do was think about wanting to see what those tabs were. The screen switched to the Skills tab.
Skills. 0 skill points available. Skill locked. Skill locked.
This was strange. He had no idea what any of it meant. But he knew he had to see it to the end. He had nothing else going on in his life. No friends. No family. Whatever this was, it was the first break he ever got. Quinn continued to explore this strange system, looking for clues. The Skills tab didn't give him any new information. Everything looked inaccessible, so he quickly moved on to the next tab.
Shop. Unlocks at level 10.
Can I even do anything with this? The last tab was the Quest tab. This looked to be the first tab fully open to him.
Main quest. Reach level 10. Daily quest. Drink 2 liters of water. Reward. 5 XP.
He went through all the tabs once again. Once he was sure there was nothing else, he closed the system. All he had to do was think about it. When he thought about opening it again, the screen appeared before him. A thought occurred to him. Was that book an ability book after all? Ability books could be bought at high prices. Some were even sold on the black market. He had never seen an ability book in person. Quinn had only overheard other students talking about them. However, Quinn had never heard of an ability book that disappeared after being used. Neither had he heard of a book granting the user a video game system. Ability books were just that. Books. They had to be read manually, like every other book. They weren't designed to be understood right away. They had to be studied and researched before they provided any abilities. Ability books certainly didn't come with a status screen. However, a smile appeared on Quinn's face. This was great news. He could never afford to buy ability books, so he was still stuck as a level 1 ability user. Whatever this was, it looked to be something he could use. His mind raced, reeling out options for him. He finally had something to give him an edge. Something he could practice. He needed to figure out what ability came with the book. There was only one way to start. Waterbending. Quinn pointed at the kitchen sink. He expected water to gush from the tap at his command. Nothing happened. That's okay. I'll try something else. Wind! Quinn raised a hand, trying to move a cup off the counter. Once again, nothing happened. Quinn spent the morning trying every ability he could think of. He raised his hand, calling out the names of all the powers he knew. None of them worked. What the hell is this useless thing? Quinn gave it some thought. Was this really a game system? Perhaps if he completed the quests, he would get stronger and unlock more skills. He remembered students in school talking about these kinds of old games. Some of them still had these antiques sitting in their homes. Maybe it was his mistake. He was treating it like an ordinary ability book when clearly it was not. Ability books didn't just disappear, for one thing. Ability books specialized in one ability. A person could only perform one ability attribute in their life, so it was important for a person to select their first ability book carefully. For instance, if someone obtained fire as their attribute, they could only learn skills related to fire. But none of this applied to his book. It didn't fit any of the stories he heard about. What ability book could completely heal his eye defect? Quinn went to his mini-fridge. He grabbed the water bottles inside. Quinn downed the water bottles one by one. Damn! How much is 2 liters? My belly feels like it's going to burst. When he finished his 4th bottle of water, the screen popped up in front of him. A new notification message appeared.
Daily quest complete. 5 XP has been granted. 5 out of 100.
Well, at least I know how the system works now. A loud knock on the door startled Quinn. He jerked in surprise, dropping the water bottles. The knock came again. There was only one group that knocked like that. The military. Quinn dashed towards the door and opened it. In front of him was a large, muscular, bald man wearing a black military uniform. He knew this signified the Earth attribute. Several medals peppered his garment. His name was written right above his chest. Sergeant Griff.
Boy, it is time for you to vacate your room. The bus has been waiting outside for 5 minutes already.
Quinn had forgotten about his move today.
It's time for you to head to military school.
Griff announced.
Subscribe now and start watching free episodes of the #1 fantasy show in this YouTube playlist. For the full story, click the link in the description, download the Pocket FM app, and watch all episodes of My Vampire System.